Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Jessica Miller. We live just outside of Nashville, and in this video, I'm gonna take you through the entire process, well, part one of the entire process of our kitchen addition and the whole story behind it. If you remember my farmhouse cottage tour from 2019, you'll see what our kitchen looked like before. So I'll link that above and also below. And if you would subscribe by hitting the red box below and hit the bell for notifications, this is a must see. You'll learn a lot. I mean, if you're thinking about doing a kitchen addition, you might want to watch this first. So here it goes. This is previous footage of our kitchen from my house tour on this channel, our little southern cottage farmhouse tour. When my husband and I got married in 2006, these are what the cupboards looked like. They were wood grain. So in 2013, I painted all the cupboards white, but I didn't sand them first, and they did chip quite a bit since then. We absolutely love our small, humble, modest farmhouse cottage home, but I've always dreamt of an open concept kitchen. In 2019, we were planning on remodeling this kitchen with a few small changes. We were just simply going to knock out the wall above the cupboards, purchase new cupboards, appliances, and countertops for just a kitchen upgrade. One day our buddy John, who just so happens to be project superintendent over the big Nashville airport additions, he was standing in our kitchen looking out at the window and came up with this idea that I never thought was possible. As he looked at our cabinet quote, he said, "What if we knock out that wall and add a kitchen addition out into the yard between the garage and the house?" "Are you saying you're going to do this?" And his son Brendan assured me, "Yes, my dad needs to always be working on something, and this is easy for him. He loves this." And I just thought, okay, a hard swallow. This sounds too good to be true. We were putting our trust in John, and he was literally drawing out and planning kitchen dreams, every little detail from start to finish. But what we're gonna do is dig right here and extend the kitchen out.
Take a stick out? Yep. And then I'll pound it in here. I know where our floor is.
Well, this is kind of what it looks like in the beginning before. We had our list, and it was time to delegate the first step to our buddy Alejandro, who boards his horses here at our house. He brought his buddies from work, along with his brother, and they dug the ground to prep for step 2, which were the footers. They did a fantastic job, and this all began on June 18th, 2020. Then it was time for the footers. Then, on July 4th, my husband's buddy Tracy saved the day on this, and we moved ahead with the footers. And I'm still not sure if I'm saying these terms correctly, but I do believe they're called footers or footings. And then it rained, and it rained, and rained, and rained. This was one of the rainiest summers we've had in a very long time, so our kitchen addition was looking more like a pool. I was thinking about turning it into a pool at this point. By July 25th, a little over a month after the digging part was complete, Tracy completed building the forms for the footings. Gary and I were ready to get this thing going. I was just ready to get it moving forward, so I was willing to do whatever it took to move it along so John could do his thing with the start of the actual kitchen addition. So my husband Gary cut the rebar, and on August 1st, I tied rebar in the skinny trenches below ground that only I could fit in while it poured rain, because I wanted to get the job done and the rain wasn't stopping all week. I did not film this part since it was raining. The next day I completed tying the rebar while Gary cut it. This area, which is the danger zone, I feel like, I just don't know how anybody's gonna fit in this little area. But we have to tie rebar down there, and in order to tie the rebar, you have to go in there. So I was able to get in here, and this is what we got done here. Those are my boots, yeah. So Gary's gonna finish that, and then we're gonna get this done. Here goes nothing. Tied all that rebar with those little tiny ties. It's kind of sloppy because it was really hard on some angles.
We got all the rebar. We might have to do one more top layer. The ditch didn't cave in, nothing.
We're proud of our work now.
You go all the way around here.
We did it!
And look at
Then they've got some concrete filled in these little, I don't know what you call these things, but they're working real hard, these guys. So it's 3:51 and they all left for the day. So this is what we've got with our kitchen addition now. A nice concrete wall. And then over here, we've got some extra concrete for the boat. We'll park there, or an extra car. And then a little bit more space for our cars to pull out on there. So that will be great.
Following your roof line. Yeah, because then this is your wall. Here's your roof. And then you would have cabinets like this, uppers, and then your lowers. Which, you got to remember too, you got your stove in here.